the tippity top. Lynn bans Tide Hunters. Okay. So, Hammerfall the start, just like yesterday. Happy with Echo Isles, Northern Isles, and Lost Temple. Lynn with Twisted, Concealed Hill, and Turtle Rock. Very, very similar to yesterday. Get it on. Here we go. The biggest match in Warcraft 3, April 2024. The best of 7. The best 2 players in the scene. The best undead against the best orc. Get it on. It is a best of 7. First to 4. Who's the champion of April? Happy crowned himself the winner of the Back to Warcraft weekly monthly April already. With the win over Sheik in the final, where he lost the map though. He lost the map to Lynn. He lost the map to Moon. But he never dropped the series this tournament. Lynn won the bronze medal in 2-on-2 earlier. He defeated Fortitude, ruined Fortitude's lower bracket run to get a rematch versus Happy. Yesterday, Hammerfall was our start. Yesterday, we saw a Farseer paired with a Firelord. And in the fights, it looked hot. But then Lynn made a couple of mistakes and Happy's ghoul movement ruined the strat. So do we have adjustments, or can Lynn just execute this better and make the Firelord second work versus Undead? Happy as close to the camera as it gets, of course. The red lucky shirt, as always. Lynn, no cardigan. Happy knows that this is an option. But it's always a double-edged sword, right? He saw it yesterday, he saw it fail. Is that a reason for Lynn to change it? Or is it the reason for Lynn to try it again, but better? The hero focus with Firelord Incinerate looked super strong. So the game plan is drain coils, reduce the mana, and then punch with the Firelord.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Careful, conservative start. Little bit of an exclamation mark with the gauntlets. A little bit more HP. This is good. Chip damage is all that Lynn has at the moment. Hunting for ghouls. Trying to squeeze out resource off of Happy. He already started that Narrow Tower. That's safe. Ghoul is also safe. And the rest of this early game is about the Hydra Turtle Camp. Both are operating on a level where a little bit of absence of an Acolyte of the Haunted can make an impact. Whoa, Lynn almost with the steal. Doesn't work against Happy though. Happy would defend the title. Lynn would get revenge not only for the winner bracket yesterday, but also the grand final last one. And here we go. Happy is switching up his creeping from the left hand side to the right side. Coil invested. This is what Lynn wants. Ideally, of course, you get the last hit, but it's all about spreading poison on ghouls and skeletons and draining coils. And this is what he gets. Lynn has to be careful with these grunts. He lost a lot of them in their match yesterday in the early game. That's a huge boost of XP. And of course a 200 gold unit that is gone. This time he seems to take care of both of them. Lynn's tech is far ahead. Did he do as much damage as he would love to? Probably not. As Happy as far ahead as he was yesterday? Probably not. TC. Farseer TC. Big switch. Big switch. To Very different strategies. And this might even be mass air. So undefeated Happy quite a few times on this map with mass air. Lynn, sleepy for a second. Gets the goal. There's the coil again, but damage is done. Level 2 acquired, but only at the 5-minute mark. That is a delay. Lynn was always a bigger fan of Chain Lightning, Shockwave, Raider Lame. But other orcs have proven Wyvern on Hammerfall is scary and super good. We need to see production of Lynn. Wyvern it is. This will give a big boost in creep speed. Farseer of course underleveled, but that's his role in the early game. To be honest, Happy is also underleveled for his standards. And more chip damage. Every tiny skeleton reduces creep speed. Lynn doesn't even dare to go for the creeps anymore. Just goes for the skeletons to not allow the snowball. This Happy Scout is crazy. And of course, as always, perfect. The cat is out of the sack. Bag, I guess. Cat is out of the bag. TC Expo. Happy has to make adjustments, going for tier 3. Usually his counter to mass air is Gargs. Oh, DK arrives. But the big kobold is still full health. This is certainly a delay now, as the new peon has to be called over. And all of a sudden, Happy is the one who's the aggressor. That stomp didn't do much. Coil Nova, we don't have a speed scroll. Ooh, Happy's mana management should be good enough to have another coil soon. Lich is saving mana to be able to maybe be able to throw it on the creep. But the Wyvern are dominant right now. Might get the ghoul, but that's about it. Storm. Oh, the next peon. That hurts. So we got a delay on Happy's levels and a delay on Lynn's expo. Garg transition running. This means that Lynn is going across fast here TC and at some point Shadow Hunter if he can, or he just goes mass and stays on tier 2. That means no Hex, no heal wave. Did the 5 gifted subs go through? Hells yeah, DrewCon, they did! Still very thankful for that. Lynn's strategy is laying in front of Happy on a silver platter. Very different dynamic. Map control yesterday in the middle of the game went to Lynn. He got both of the labs, trying to creep that away. This didn't happen for a long time. This is happening now for a big mana potion. Lots of storms, but the levels for Lynn are not there. Clearly not there. But he got a supply lead. Significant one. Getting bats in, as there's no upgrades on the Gargs. Good weapons. And there's a lot to creep here. Creep speed, as I said, with these Wyvern is sick. We got Chain Lightning out. Nice little double entendre. Illusion on a bat. If this forces a Coil Nova, that's a win in my book. Nova! Mana drained. Lich low mana. Lynn in position. He was outmaneuvered yesterday quite a bit. Happy with the signature hero against this stuff with the Alchemist. Garg is falling. Second one gets ensnared. Bats are coming in. Destroyer annihilated in seconds. The ground seemed to belong to Lynn for now. He is able to deal with the ghouls. Damage uptime is minimal. Double stomp. Lynch gets the coin last second. Oh my god. Ensnare again. The amount of control in this fight for Lynn is insane. The Raider edition and the stomps. Oh my god. Happy's getting trampled on for now. Acid Bomb is working, but the Lich is benched for a solid 30 seconds. And the TC still has mana, of course. He got the potion. Lynn needs to get his macro up. And Happy is strapped for gold. This is so funny, dude. Alchemist in trouble. No TP. He can't be coiled. Getting stomped. No big connection just yet, but the Raiders get there. And the Lich can at max the... No! Ooh! Let's the Alchemist slip. Mistake by Lynn. Oh, he's losing a lot now. Moved onto the map without a speed scroll. Big mistake. And it's everybody's game again. Yesterday, we had a discussion in the gym Discord. Dondo, me and Qbert. And Qbert said, when I see this mass Wyvern strategy against Undead, why don't they just mix in a Raider? Just ensnare. And then kill it. And here we are, 12 hours later, this matchup, and Lynn mixes in a Raider for control. Qbert is the prophet. Let's go on then. Nova is still very, very much underrated. And the entire time, Lynn is mining from 2 bases. Stomp only on 1 ghoul. Acid Bomb connects. Destroyer getting taken out again. These bats have a significant impact on these fights very, very early on. Always the perfect amount as it seems. Happy has again nothing. He pulled so many ghouls. He actually low on lumber now. Obviously the Acid Bomb is ticking. Heal Scroll is gone already. He's going for the Lich once again. Illusion not deterring him here. Ghouls wiped. Raiders hurt. Lynn on a warpath. Horde is running. Double Stomp. Alchemist almost no armor. Just a lot of HP. Can't heal. Wiped out. GG. Should be called soon. As everything that Lynn clicks on is getting deleted. And Happy knows. Statue gone, half mana. Huge loss. Happy has no consumables, no items. And 2 heroes down. 2 heroes down. 1 base down. TC close to 5. Lynn gotta fix his lumber too, though. And Lynn is unable to close out the game. For now. Maybe a lesson learned from before. Where he overpaced a little bit in the north and then lost a little bit too much. But Happy's dizzy. Tumbling. Lich again. Almost thrown. These stomps feel a bit odd. Didn't hit the target on the Lich. Did get the ghouls. And again, these Raiders. An absurd amount of control with an absurd amount of damage. Double down with the stomp. Level 5. And Lynn's supply gap. It's just growing and growing and growing. Lich on a silver platter. Gets a coil. Gets the block. Doesn't really work out that way. But here it is. A second before the coil hits. It is GG now. And Lynn takes the 1 and the 0. With mass air. And to be honest, this wasn't close. at any point in the game. This was a good harass. This was a very good delay on pretty much everything. There was no impact on ghouls as there was before. There was if I could just point out one thing, like obviously it's a different second hero than yesterday, but army movement on the map for Lynn was completely different. Way more conservative, which is of course courtesy of the TC instead of a Fire Lord as well, but he was in position. Yesterday Happy destroyed him with a couple of ghoul run-bys. Through the middle, through the left, they were always there. This time Lynn was there. He held the early push with good hero focus. And from there on out, Happy was never able to come back. And Wyvern into Raiders is really good. As you saw. I think the early 2 Raiders during the big first attack towards Lynn's Expo, that was key. That enabled all the hero focus. That enabled the retreat. Instead of just going pure mass air. And I said I will only point out one thing, but this was so good. Bad Rider timings and the amounts of Bad Riders. Use the bats when armor upgrades are low. Nachtigall! Thank you for another 10 gifted subs. Nachtigall, ich hör dir giften. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. The appropriate amount of gifted sub per person for a grand final like this. With Raiders in the mix, Happy has to decide if he nukes bats or Raiders. That is a very good point. That I thought about as well. Because one person said, oh, Raiders are just getting annihilated. That can be true, but if you annihilate Raiders with Coil Nova, then you don't annihilate Wyvern with Nova. And you don't annihilate bats with Coil Nova. And then the bats annihilate the destroyers, and then you own the fight. There's a very, very cool dynamic in these late game fights. It's because we love you too. That is sweet. The grand final wouldn't be as good if it wasn't for you casting, Neil. You're the MVP, my brother. Thanks for the amazing, hyped, and exciting cast. What can I do? It's Happy vs. Lynn. Let's go. Round 2. Northern Isles. Baba095. Thank you for the sub. Lynn with the 1-0. 2 things about Lynn as a player. While he's definitely able to reverse sweep, he's one that thrives on momentum. It's rare that he gets reverse swept. It's basically impossible. So I think this early win is very important for him. And this is the 3rd series he's playing today. And he's getting fatigued more often than a Happy would. Getting these wins early are incredible. Thank you, Black Raymond, for the 46th month. Rara Land 3, Warcraft the movie, watch party. Okay, dude. Thank you, J Celerex, for a wonderful mod job. We see the switch. The Farseer was pretty much, yesterday was pretty much Hammerfall exclusive. Otherwise, it's Blade all around. Blade can be stacked into oblivion on this map. almost more than on Twisted. Also courtesy of having a marketplace, obviously. Happy? He's insane at controlling shops. In the last game, we haven't seen this much, but it was a different game because of different heroes. Shop control here is so important because you need the invul potions. And I guess you also need heal scrolls at this point. So that's gonna be Lynn's task. That is why he usually vetoes it against Happy. But he's already with the first exclamation mark here. Circlet and Ring of Superiority on the blade. Trying to stack up on items. I don't hate this. Not... Oh... Oil, maybe? It's probably more about the item. Lynn got it! Second Ring of Superiority. He effectively has 2 circlets. Again a delay on level 2. And taking Happy's precious loot away. Oh, that one's a little late. But you're in. Oh! Premature! And the item here goes to Happy. Okay, they're exchanging blows one by one. Lots of ghouls invested. Lumber income is low. Tech again very fast. Okay, I was about to say, did Lynn skip everything? But he got a barracks, he got 1 grunt. Very cheap early game. For Lynn. Is he bringing back his double Rex Headhunter? Ooh, Happy is unsure where to move. Or he saw the grunt and smelled orc blood. Alright. Blade Master, I saw this yesterday. Should be able to pop the grunt out here. But then against Unholy Aura, maybe not. So yeah, this was certainly a flaw yesterday. And this is a flaw on map 2 here again. That grunt loss seems a bit unnecessary. But then again, it's only a grunt loss instead of the entire camp at the expo. Happy is wasting a lot of time running left and right. Shadowhunter, Beastery, Tier 3, Walkers. This is a beautiful setup. For this game to unfold. Lynn is out of position too, though. Allowing Happy this camp. Allowing Happy level 3. And you know what? The rings are really freaking good. Same game as before. Trying to drain coils. Happy trying to minimize losses. And Lynn is back to manipulating creeps. I like how he's filling the toolbox. Is he seriously pushing this creep all in, like, all the way there? Happy's trying to counterplay this, and I love it. But he hexes again, and he's pushing again, but Happy's right there. This doesn't work. This looks, of course, broken, but this takes a lot of time. And Happy has a coil. This cannot be allowed. Is it enough damage? Ooh. Lynn got it. Ruined freaking bracers. And that's insane. Lynn had the counterplay to the counterplay ready. And what I love about this scene here is that just the variety we have in Warcraft. The tools that players have in a mid-game now. Well, back in the day, golden days, every game was very similar. Now, Happy can go aggressive effects, can go with this creep manipulation. He can go creeping the regular way. And he can mix it up. And that's strong. Lynn's Burrow is finishing. Shadowhunter level 2. Big Invul potion is grand. Locomotor with the sub, that is grand. Oh, I was worried. Oh, I was worried. Had to use the hex to save the walker, I think. This takes some time, of course, as forces are very low. But Happy is nowhere to be found, and the item on the left-hand side is gone. Lynn's damage is not really significant, but he has a well-balanced Blade Master. Lots of HP, lots of armor, lots of damage, boosted up by a Kodo now. And again, we see the Tauren. We see a relatively early Tauren this time. Mixing it in prior to 50 food. Lich, on the other hand, super stacked. Claw plus 8, double gloves, close to level 3. And that Tauren isn't out yet. Again, this wild semi-Noah's Ark thing. One of each kind. One Wyvern, one Kodo, one Tauren, one Headhunter, one Walker. But the levels aren't there yet. Everybody's game. Big Invul potion for the Lich as well in a hero focus centric matchup. One of the best you can find. So with the Dark Ranger out, Black Arrow is not the issue. Silences. Blade Master has an orb. He can go hunting on statues and destroyers. This is the dynamic that I pointed out before. Try to force as many destroyers as possible, but only fight them if they don't have mana. That's the perfect scenario. Ooh, Happy bring the shade back. Knows exactly what's up. Stressful situation. This is not the perfect situation for Lynn. Getting nuked on the TC immediately. Storm comes out. Wand of the Wind. Blade Master can't do anything right now. He can't reach for the Dispel. He doesn't have mana for the Dispel. Statue up. Destroyer up. Wyvern eliminated. He needs big damage on Destroyers. That TC survives. He's basically only in the fight to get some XP. Or at max, it's a decoy. Was a silence here too. Blade gets an invul, saved, and the coil ends up on the Destroyer, which is saved as well. Question is for how long. This Destro is gone. Oh, that Shadowhunter though! Nuked! And Lynn knows this is too much and taps out. The series is tied. We're down to best of 5. Not enough. Not enough level-wise. But that's all right. That was Happy's loser's pick. That happens. I feel like Lynn was a bit lost because he couldn't keep track of Happy's army's movement in the south. Whether he's going for Tuska or whether he's going for natural expansion. And that is courtesy of the grunt loss. If you have 2 units down there, you can scout 2 spots at the same time. Thank you, Comrade Wiz, for the 13 month. Happy's bringing the shade back. A shade was missing yesterday for quite a long time. He implemented it very, very late. So I wonder what causes this? Was it not enough ghouls killed early? And Happy's creeping was just too good to be competitive. Twisted next. Yesterday, Lynn won on Twisted with a Blade Master that was out of this world. But it was a tough piece of work. This Warcraft 3 game keeps on giving, everybody. I tweeted at the executive producer of Warcraft, the entire Warcraft franchise today, that maybe for the 30th anniversary of the Warcraft franchise, you could make Warcraft 3 multiplayer free to play. If you support me in that mission, like the tweet, share the tweet, increase the reach. So Miss Longdale might maybe listen. I'm gonna give you the link to make it easy for you guys. There we go. Spread the word. Share it. And I invite you to game 3. Is Lynn eating in the early game? Oh no, it just looked like. Okay, this is an altar, no barracks. Farseer. Ooh, okay. On a map where Blade Master Pimpin is incredibly strong, he's going Farseer again. Maybe fueled by the victory of game 1 and also fueled by the fact that he can lure in the rock golem into this little pocket there. Yeah, this very much looks like Mass Air again. With the war mill there in the back. More confidence in Farseer than Blade Master today. Or just to switch it up. But again, cat back. Happy scouting this. He didn't start free shop golem creep position. You can do that everywhere.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
But he's not. Not yet. Farseer arrives. Happy knows. And he's taking the turn now. In position for the last hit. In position for chip damage. But Happy is not risking anything here. Coil, of course. But this is, as I said, exactly what Lynn wants. I mean, it's just an invite. Coil is off cooldown, but it's the second last one for a while. One wolf was not part of this harass. Just to chase down an acolyte. Interesting. And I feel like Happy is switching gears again. He's the hunter now, not the hunted. Happy tried to split the ghouls away from the two heroes. Wolves find it. Good tracking. They got the scent, but can't get last hits. Poor Farseer progression. And DK mana regen looking good. That's level 2. And that is usually a switch in momentum with that movement speed boost. Can Lynn get this? He needs 2 more attacks. 1 more attack. Nerup Tower is there. Oh, he doesn't get it, but maybe the wolves can. Solid threat, as Happy has no TP and he's on the opposite side of the base. Only on Acolytes though. Ghouls in position immediately. Acolytes moving just a little bit to not lose too much gold. And this time it's Shadowhunt. Another switch. Not only switching it up compared to the last series, but also switching it up to the first game they played on Hammerfall. Plus tier 3. Happy season. Lynn was not the biggest fan of mass air up until today, maybe. Focus, Soin, they all tried. Lynn played double Rax Headhunter for a long time. Came up with this Torrent push. Tried Blade a lot. But he's back to Shadowhunter. And what creep is he manipulating now here on Twisted? There's nothing really... Yeah, and Happy has to counterplay with the Skelly. Stalemate. Quite the stalemate. This means Happy can't progress towards level 3. It's not a bad thing necessarily. No, Farseer. Not the Farseer. Shadowhunter, I mean. Okay. DK is ready with the coil. Happy with better movement now. Definitely a step up compared to the Hammerfall series. He tried to get the null away, but the Wyvern on here to support. The too slow. Not a good mid game at all for Lynn. At least he can steal the cell. But this strategy has to explode at some point. And I don't see that yet. Rats, Envenomed Spears, attack upgrades. Scrap for gold. Scrap for a third hero. Happy with the Gargs up. Happy is not level 3 though. So it did delay that. Is he gonna mix in the Raiders again? Like on Hammerfall? Or does he not need it because of X? Evasion creeping now by Lynn. He doesn't want to be scouted. He doesn't want to be harassed. That does give Happy the time for ghoul creeping. And we saw how well this worked on Northern Isles. Rat Spot Snipe. Double level up. Spell Shield. If Happy is not going Banshees, he has no way to trigger the Spell Shield, right? No. Black Arrow could do it, but he's most likely playing Alchemist again. So this item could be really freaking good. But Lynn is so hurt. And Happy's War Machine is picking up momentum. Vamp Aura, of course, for him, fantastic too. Oh, Lynn, you need healing, my friend. Is heal wave enough? Batrider down. More HP, never wrong against Happy. Interesting game. In their winner bracket match, and also versus Fly, Happy's game plan was oftentimes expand as many times as possible. Lynn has also displayed this, that it's possible for him to play that way. And the scouting again, man. That ghoul right hand side, knocking down the peon immediately. Lynn has level 3, but he gotta get out. Oh, hero kill right there! The spell shield is not ready! Doesn't need it though. Good reposition and great heal wave. That could have been way worse. He knew he had to portal at some point. But Lynn is without a second base. He sells everything, including the spell shield. And he doesn't even get a tiny. What? Double heal scroll instead of a... Okay. It's probably the right call. Spell shield very situational. You do have a second target. Heal scroll works universally and you need it as well. But I expected a tiny, but good thing that Lynn does not go for one because Happy is in a position to punish a tiny. And obviously the funds go into army as well. Happy stays in no upkeep. Lynn is breaking. No shade out yet. Lynn has the levels and the damage. 2-1 upgrades and Venom Spear's Flute. This is big. This might be the timing. And Lynn sees it the same way. Happy has a town portal though. Hex! Batriders connect, taking out 2 of the Gargs. Happy stays in this fight for now. 2 more destroyers, lots of mana need to be focused. The bats come in again! Take one out! Huge losses on both sides. Happy is the one to TP out though. How many kills can he get? Not a single one. Holy moly. Huge fight for Lynn. He invested a heal scroll and 3 bats, and the bats are supposed to die. That opens up the upper left hand side, maybe for the red spot, maybe just for the mercenary camp. Invo potion again. Super necessary. Acid bomb is trickling down the wyvern. Lynn's gotta be careful. He doesn't have a town portal, he doesn't have a speed scroll. He used it aggressively. Ships in the night, or is it? Lynn's Lich is trailing a little bit. Despite all the HP losses, do you still feel comfortable? If you find a Lich like this, you probably do! Coil lost second! Insane timing by Happy! What a gorgeous save! This might save him the game right there, but it's one of the very, very few coils remaining, so whatever you click, it's going to die. But also, where is the healing for Lynn? He's going to lose units in rapid succession if he stays in this fight. Coil not able to take anything away, and with that, Lynn gets the rat spot, and that's what he wanted all along. Oh, that decision making. Next level. Next level. Second spell shield. Second spell shield. Warcraft 324, damn. Burn 2 TPs by Happy, right on. Very effective play by Lynn to stay in that fight. This is such a juicy corner of the map. Red spot, lab, natural. Also got the mercenary camp. Archmage ring. Buff on everything. Now he's probably regretting. Well, it's a... You can't argue like that, right? He's probably regretting selling the first spell shield. But then... He wouldn't have been in a position to contest the second red spot if not for selling the spell shield, right? Lynn has to lick the wounds. Nova Acid Bomb did a lot. Lynn at 69. Pretty rich. Sells the second spell shield as well. Again, we're going shopping. Shop control looks good. Needs the heal scrolls. Desperately. There we go. Happy has no consumables but a stacked lid. We almost crept out this. I'm not sure if Lynn is aware of that shape. He probably is. He can reveal against it now. Oh, ring +5 on an alchemist is insane. Devotion aura is so good. Free armor upgrade on Wyvern. Happy is still down in supply. But he got more gold throughout the series. First defense upgrade. Doesn't make bats weaker for now. Tiny Great Hall. This gotta work. He knows there's a shade now. Because he can't plant the Tiny Great Hall. Happy is buying so much time, it's incredible. Here we go. Finally! Finally! Mana is low. Invis wolves? 4 bats. Those can't be nuked. Speed scroll. Oh, it's relative easy snipe! Oh my god! 5 guards eviscerated! 2 ghouls as well. He got 2 heal scrolls. Lynn with a huge investment into that tiny. If he holds, he wins! The bat reinforcements! So great! DK under fire, forced into a TP. That's all that Lynn wants here. Get out of my expo, Happy, and we're lucky. Destroyer taken out. Happy might just tap out here. He lost absolutely everything. GG! And Lynn takes the series. Holy moly, the bat detonates today are gorgeous. The betting is perfect. The betting was perfect on Hammerfall, and the betting was perfect on Twisted. And since Lynn is such a god, I start to wonder if he purposefully didn't play bats yesterday to have the bats as a little bit of a surprise element today. Did I say Lynn takes the series? Lynn takes the map. 2-1. That was Lynn's loser's pick, of course, but he does it. 2-1 for the War Chief. Okay, still everything possible here. Nachtigall with another 5 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. All right, neutral map for Lynn. Both win their losers picks. Next up, the ball is in Happy's court again. The further we go down the series, the less map dependent things are. Lynn is setting quite some exclamation mark just by variety of play so far. Farseer TC, Farseer Shadowhunter, Blade Master, Expo, no Expo. Wyvern into Raider against Wyvern into Bats. This is a very colorful play by Lynn. With the exception of a Demolisher, he played every single non-Spirit Lodge unit. And that was... Nav, thank you very much for the sub. That was even, like, for my eye at least, with a little lackluster movement. But play of the game? Selling the Spell Shield and investing into Heal Scrolls. Heal Scrolls are turning more into a key item than Invul Potions. So, Echo Isles, round 4. Lynn is up, but Happy's map choice. Happy is not looking too satisfied with the developments in this series so far. Didn't even mention this, but Happy didn't expand on Twisted. That's because, of course, he saw early that it's a Farseer and you don't want to expand against the Farseer. And that's why this is also a Farseer. Very curious where this is going now. Happy, for the first time in April, has lost more than one map in a series. The losses here today accumulate to the same number as his entire map losses prior to today. Same build by Lynn. Lynn is adopting the mass air. Town portal sold, as so often. Saw the build, doesn't need a dust. As efficient as possible, but already going for a narrow. Unthreatened. So it's ready in time. Speaking of in time, Farseer's here. Claws on the DK. Happy's Lich items were pretty insane already. It didn't change much, because Lynn controls it so. It's focused, it's just hammering away at this Lich, which was a losing strategy a couple of times. Up against the full camp, but on the cost of 2 coils. And pressure is good. Pressure is real good. That's almost all the coils gone. Oh, he's going back to his double racked headhunter play. Another variation. How deep does the playbook go? How many chapters are there? These schools are not looking good. The DK mana is not looking good. He drained it all. Oh, that lasted would have been amazing. And Happy is under pressure. He got his objective, but delayed. But mana on the DK will soon be back on the menu. I I personally was never a big fan. Oh, Creep's woken up. Second claw of the Headhunters. Happy is stacking up damage already for Dark Ranger. Did he have the... He scouted it, right? He did. So Dark Ranger should be coming soon. Fascia, TC, double Headhunter. I feel like Happy... Ooh, Scroll of the Beast for more damage. Damage is arriving quickly. With them trolls. Salt Scroll. Maybe too situational. And he got a Gloves of Haste for that. Stack up the DR. Lynn going tier 3. And this... Oh! Pushes him away prior to the Dark Ranger. But just for... Can't have Happy in a comfortable position. No, no. And he's not exposing the Headhunters to the DR. That lowers her power spike a little bit. And Happy has to figure out a way to make it work. Now. I love how Happy constantly buys item in the shop market for the Lich later. It's definitely for the Dark Ranger now. Like, the only threat are Headhunters. The Dark Ranger annihilates Headhunters. The faster you kill these Headhunters and turn them into skeletons, the better. So it makes a lot of sense to skip ghouls who can easily be focus fired, but instead power up the Dark Ranger. And then, of course, you're right, later you can still swap it over to a Lich. Dark Ranger gets another kill. Get 2 kills. Lynn is desperate for XP. So far, it feels like Happy, well, not too successful in the early game. And definitely had some expenses in the early game. Consolidating, getting a sick army out. And then we end up with the problem of how you deal with frenzy ghouls. Because the Fascia doesn't even have the level 1 Chain Lightning, and he needs the level 2 Chain Lightning. Willingly sacrificing Fascia progress, then he's going tier 3. He's getting a beast suit. But this was the losing strategy for months. Required. Happy was waiting with that till he got level 2, so this is more efficient. But it's time for the TC. Happy got scouts out everywhere. Where do I have to attack? How ready are you? Is there a defense line? Because for, I guess, 2 years, when Lynn played this, his main base was protected by fortified burrows and fortified towers. If I saw this right, that's not the case. So Happy for the first time in forever could just push the orcs. Then gotta be fast. Lich is out. Frenzy is ready. Destroyers are up. You gotta get this one quick. Can't be calling over. That's the big chance here, of course. Got it. Item. Claws +8. Not bad, not great. Town portal. Oh, if you see the arm in the air, you gotta respond. And he did not respond to that. Maybe wants to hold on to the Fascia for later and not throw the town portal. But nope, 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 nope. Holy moly, Happy's eating him alive with the black arrow. All headhunters disappear. Ghouls are having a feast. And that was all but the position that you wanted to see. This is where Happy's the strongest. This is his timing. The 9-minute mark. He owns it on every clock. The 9-minute line should wear Happy's face. That's his minute. GG. Stomped. Wrecked. This didn't work out. Very... Yep. Get him in, buddy. Very different to the other games prior. He did harass. He did slow Happy down. Not the level 2, but the rest. And he did drain a lot of the mana. But then it... yeah, that Dark Ranger was... is completely annihilating everything. Another... don't want to hate on the strategy again, because I did it so much. But another loss for the double Rex Headhunters. 2-2. And chat says it already. What are we? What are we now? We're down to a best of 3. That's right. Concealed Hill, Lynn's next pick. And then we got Turtle Rock and Turtle Rock and Lost Temple. That's right. That's right. Turtle Rock and Lost Temple. Three maps to go. Quite a nice back and forth. And again, we gotta answer the question, or we gotta raise the question, how deep does Lynn's playbook go? Happy is always reacting to what Lynn is doing. Lynn is dictating the pace of this. Happy has the one opener, and then he branches out from there. Lynn makes the first decision by going Fastia or Blade. How many grunts? Is he opening Headhunters? Is he going air? Etc, etc, etc. All the calls are in Lynn's hands. Double the prize money, everybody. Double the prize money for this month. We go live. Game 3. Or, no, best of 3. Game 5 coming up. We find ourselves on Concealed Hill. Happy got the series back. But still, since Lynn won the neutral playground, if the series goes this way, continues to go this way, the last map will be Lynn's map. This time, a different opener. Not rushing tier 2, we got a barracks. Happy almost furious. Blade? We're back to the Blade. I love it. I love it. I love the strategic choice of Lynn to constantly switch it up. The more used Happy is to a thing, to a strategy, the better he gets. And here, it's similar, but it's never the same. Again, speaks for a great player like Lynn is. So far, the big difference of this opener were, do you lose the grunt or not? He really can't. He really, really, really can't. A father of two should take better care. Can't have your arguably big babies surrounded by the undead. What the? Huh, I've not seen this before. Such a big pull on skeletons. Gets free damage until the turtle is at 50%. And he gets the dust and the circlet. Cool creep. Cool. Very cool. Now the Blade Master has no real target. He's also not too pimped. He doesn't have extra damage. I like this game I have. It's making great adjustments. Not even from creep route, just from how to take the creep spot. He's taking opportunities away from Lynn. Always in sync, always attacking at the same time to do as much damage at the same time as possible to deny the opportunity for a last hit. It's so simple. No, 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 this is a gift, Lynn! Wrap in... Yep. Yep, 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 yep. This was a very basic mistake! And it's too late to pop him out again. Ooh, ooh, is this the moment where the series derails? We've seen this before. Great series here and there, but at some point there's a moment where Happy's too sharp and you make a simple mistake, and that's where Happy takes momentum. As if he smells that you're losing focus a little bit. Oh, that was expensive. Speed scroll on top of that as well. Windwalk, reveal. Turtles do a little bit of damage. Grunt comes in. Could almost be a bait to go for the second surround. But then Windwalk pop out is a thing. Good bait by Lynn. Good repositioning on the blade as well. Ooh, mana's low. You got a Windwalk. But then he can't pop out the grunt anymore. It's a lot of mana used. Blade Master also heard he didn't use the heal scroll. Happy's taking over, isn't he? World class. World class creeping. Brilliant moves by Happy. One after the next. Unholy Aura is unlocked. He's faster. And he locks it in one more time. Lynn is getting sloppy. It was a bait though. There's no TP. There's another Hex. Oh my god, the surround! Out of this world! Counter bait! DK gets out now. Who's losing more? Is Happy getting too greedy maybe? Can't go to the shop. The blocks are insane. Shadowhunter, do you have another Hex? Blade Master, can you predict the movement? There's the Hex. There's the Chakram. Doesn't work. He's trying to rescue himself to the fountain maybe. Headhunter coming in, needs the block, gets the Hex, must be the kill, but doesn't. Gets it. Oh, he had to work hard for this. Oh, he had to work so hard for this. Both sets set like a half a dozen traps for each other. And in the end, Shadowhunter hacks big investments in the mana department. And Happy again with a buyback. That of course has opportunity cost. But at least he's in position. At least he can contest. And of course, you gotta run now. What do you? It's level 1-1. There's no way. But he also realizes that the DK has no mana, and then what's the threat? Both have no mana. Outside on the ledge. Who has the better candy? Such a high level. They know each other so well. Ooh. Lynn is trying to steal this away. This could be a playmaking item. It's the big mana potion. Wasn't it? Wasn't it the winner bracket? Where Happy found him here. And it was a crazy creep jack and everything derailed. And now Choose on the other foot. And Lynn was able to steal it. And takes the big mana away from Happy as well as Heal Wave. This allows Happy to get the red spot. Yeah, Happy is gambling for that Katga's pipe. I thought for a second maybe the Ogre is getting untrapped here, but nope. Hood of Cunning. More intelligence, more agility, not bad. Item here. Ruined Bracers again. Could apply the same logic as you apply to a spell shield. In the sense that you just focus the other hero. Lynn has no TP. Lynn has no shop. This should help Blade Master and TC alike. Happy sealing the left hand side. So much about consumables and creeping in general now. And a big mana potion here as well. Who does this help more? I'd argue Lynn. This is a big delay on the Orb of Lightning. Lynn plays it differently this time. He's not going double Beastery and Lodge at the same time. He's mixing in the Lodge now when he's allowed to. Dark Ranger second. Both skills up. Level 3 on the blade. Going Windwalk. Ooh, and Happy's getting heal scrolls again. The thing that he abandoned for a long time or forgot or decided not to go for. Heal scrolls back on the menu. And a TP to be safe. This is almost old school. Lots of bursts. Usually this has been figured out by Ghoul's Dark Ranger. Wonder what the new twist is. Happy has no shade, by the way. But the blade has no anti-air. And it's been scouted. So this is 2 red spots for Happy, 1 red spot for Lynn. And it's the flute. Arguably only beneficial for heroes. Three, 3-2 against 3-2-2. Happy needs double level 3. That's pretty clear. Shade is up. You don't have a business there anymore. PC, level 3. I criticized yesterday. Ah, he does it again! I criticized yesterday that Lynn was not creeping with one hero solo when a level up is possible. And he sent the Shadow Hunter in to grab in the tome and prevented solo experience for the TC, so he's not level 3. Dark range I'm not 3, but inches away. Same for the TC. Heal scroll over lightning with the tankiness. Lynn needs to figure out that there's an expansion going. But how do you get there? You gotta split the Blade Master again, I think. Like he did on Twisted yesterday. And scrap for cash. 400 APM both. High level. Yeah, Happy sees the big fortified position here. Still decides to go for it. Against 3 burrows and a tower. Okay, the position seems to be too good. And snare upgrade. This is a big one. But Stomp can diminish the damage. Happy threatening this. The Walker. Whoa. Okay, and snare done. And now things get wonky. This needle hole is favoring air. But everything is clumped up, and that is of course favoring Nova. Or Stomp on the other side. So far the Spirit Link is feeding the Destroyers a lot. And there's no Tauren this time. There is Disenchant though. I think in this situation you really, really want to save the mana for Disenchant. Lynn has to wait before he engages, but Happy just wants to stall time. Lynn must have an idea that Happy's stalling. Because this doesn't benefit anyone. Ooh, Perch! Happy's exploding into supply. Taking over. Isn't he? PC coming in. And Happy is satisfied with his expo that is up. But oh, important! So important to get that 1 kill! And the level 3. All heroes at least level 3. No crit 2 though. That's missing. Still involved. He knows what's up. Does he not? There's no Mass Wyvern. There's no Tauren. It's an old school army composition that might not be effective enough. It's taking so much time. He's only figuring this out now. And now he's on a clock. And under a lot of pressure. Trying to counter expand. No pocket factory. And again, the shade is blocking. Yep. Shade is blocking. Or was for a while. Lynn seems confident with the situation. Tiny Great Hall counter expansion, hunting down statues again, trying to force Mass Destroyers to kind of flood. Or did he not bring a reveal? This is wasted time. Lynn had a hold pretty similar to this yesterday on Twisted. Oh my god, that's so many ghouls. That's more than... That's 12 ghouls. How the hell do you fight this? I don't think you do. Happy sees the retreat. You need a torrent. You need a torrent now. But he doesn't have the supply open. This army composition is unwinnable for Lynn. Lynn has a 600 plus value item sitting in his inventory and he can't use it. While Happy is getting richer and richer and richer. He's owned by a shade. Lynn's owned by a shade. Checkmate. Three heal scrolls, scroll of protection, invo potions, town portal, big mana. Chat, what can possibly go wrong for Happy here? Lynn outmaneuvered, outsmarted. That reveal. It's like 4 minutes too late. Disconnect? Disconnect? Maybe a disconnect? I counted Lynn out on Twisted yesterday, and I was wrong. There's another shade, by the way. The gold advantage is abnormal. Same again. Got one. Reveal, did he get it? Yes, he did. Great job, Observer, by the way. So is Happy just taking the middle? He's breaking upkeep. Because that's what you need, more ghouls. These consumables worry me. Actually, we do have 2 heal scrolls. Double mana potion, invo potion, heal potion. Whoa, the tension is sick. The tension is incredible. When do you ever see so many ghouls? Lynn has the lodge. Go for a torrent, please. Photos don't do anything. He's not doing it. Stop! Destroyers! No bats! Good luck, Lynn! You need a miracle here! AoE is way too crazy. Ghouls of course get a connection because they're freaking everywhere. Absolutely infested. The Storm's the only AoE you got. And it's a 20 food lead. Destroyer, 25 supply though. Have no mana no more. If Lynn's getting the statue before it's getting drained, there might be a chance. Somehow, somewhere, completely ignoring the destroyers. Now one of them got mana again, but there's still ghouls. There's still so many ghouls. No skeletons, which is surprising, but courtesy of the walkers, I guess. But what did Happy lose, seriously? What did he lose? Nothing. GG. Flooded. Ghoul flood. High upkeep. Rare to see in this matchup. Oh, Happy shaking his head. I would love to know what he's saying there. Would love to know that. But Lynn, as much as I appreciate your army compositions and your strategies, this wasn't it. That was checkmate without too many fights. Checkmate by Expo. Scouted too late. And again, Lynn doesn't respect the shades. He knew it was there. And he must have known how many ghouls this is. The only thing at this point that you can still do is go Tauren. If you don't have Chain Lightning. And no bats against this then as well. Going for a second or third Kodo over bats, over Tauren, doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. Match points happy. And that is an important one because it takes the losers map out of Lynn's hands. This changes the dynamic in the series. The next map is now Lynn's last losers map. That means we play a possible decider on Happy's turf. And I guess that expansion again, man. Isn't it fascinating how it goes full circle? Kind of. The expansion of Lynn versus Fortitude won him the series. On Twisted. And now we see that expansion by Happy. And it might win him the final. John, thank you for the euro. Back to war, our goat. Thank you. I hope Lynn is not deflated. Is he running out of options now? What's next? Turtle Rock cross position is already good for Lynn, I guess. To not be that pushable. This map between them in the winner bracket was insane. And Lynn lost it because he misskilled the Shadowhunter level 5 to Hex level 3 instead of Heal Wave level 3. Happy on the way to his third WAL title in a row. The big one in January, and then the first monthly. Wow, Farseer it is again. Is Lynn losing faith in the blade? Lynn needs to win 2 maps in a row to claim the championship. Is that a reaction to the Happy Ghoul Flood? Happy knows now and can adjust accordingly. Fast tech. Super fast tech.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
So I guess Lynn lost faith in Tauren, which worked tremendously well, I think, yesterday on this map. And he's kind of losing faith in the blade. Blasted as very nicely. Nope, those last hits don't go to Lynn anymore.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Tech has to carry this. The airplay worked out the best, I would say. Due to the crazy betting. Which was lacking yesterday. Not a fan. Not a fan of headhunters. Kind of forgot a sentence there. Headhunters have a pretty high loss rate. So close. But the DK is very, very, very hurt. That's an achievement. It's not the end of the world for Happy. You can of course use a ritual dagger, heal up again. Getting a last hit here would be magnificent, but resummons it, so there's not even a chance. Couple of ghouls hurt, DK hurt, but we got Unholy Aura to make up for it. No, we're starting coiling away. He saved a lot of mana as he didn't have to heal ghouls. It's a different harass by Lynn. Different targets. WC3. Back to mass air again. And this might be an opener. Oh, coil forced. That at least means there's at the moment no coil to nuke the fast here again. But ghouls, they heal at home. And Happy is getting every single spot on the map. Two coils would be his end. There's no mana, so that's fine. Wyvern tier 3. This is the twisted strategy. Of course, Happy knows. Ouch! Heal self, clarity, abrupted by a skeleton. This doesn't happen usually. It shouldn't happen. Interrupted was the word I was looking for. Happy was looking for another cancellation with an acolyte here, but a rather passive mid game. But this was expensive for Lynn. Happy forced resources with a Skelly and maybe an acolyte. Are we pulling the oh, Happy knows. Red spot hex pull with Wyvern. So risky, but Happy allows this. Oh my god, I saw that skeleton icon in the upper right and I was about to jump out of my chair, but it was just the other side. Okay, this time investment, the mana investment paid off. Lynn gets the first red spot item and big XP. Happy's around though. Only a couple on Wyvern, not too many. Happy's actually playing pretty passive against this. He's allowing a lot for Lynn. Too focused on his level 3, I guess. But the difference in vision in this early game is incredible. You can argue that one player has skeletons and the other does not, but then there's wolves that exist, so there's no way Lynn gets this against Nova. There shouldn't be. Oh, there is a way. There's a simple way. Whoops. Whoops. forced into a fight soon. Bats are up! Oh no, they get ensnared! The trolls strike back! This is not good! Wyvern also! Happy bribed the trolls! Oh my god! That's a disaster! The turtle was on Lynn's side. Another ensnare! No way! Creeps 1, Lynn 0. Lich might die. This might still be a game. But what an unfortunate turn of events. And of course, the creeps deny it. I have no words, dude. Happy firing on all cylinders. He'll wait for a second TP. Lynn's still fighting, but he is losing so much. Trying to get out without using the TP, but you got to. You got to. Unreal oh, this. Yeah. Happy knows that you can't allow your opponent to heal. Victory lap for Dimitri Kostin. There is no reinforced defenses. There's a destroyer. The ultimate opportunist is back. What a disaster here on Turtle Rock. What a disaster. Lich is back, only level 1. Happy was forced into the Destro, or felt forced into the Destros. So there's still a chance he bats one of them. It's good XP. And it also meant that there's no statues here, so spells are limited. No spikes. No supply, really. I think if this continues... Oh, double level 3. Hold on. I was about to say, if this continues this way, we have a champion for April. Lynn's stemming against this defeat. He wants game 7. Midnight doesn't matter. But Coil Nova matters. Coil Nova matters a lot. And apparently Ensnare. And again, how ironic. It was Ensnare that won Lynn Hammerfall on map 1 due to the Raider. And it's Ensnare that wins Happy the championship. GG! Top of the world once again. Dimitri. Big Dimi. Back on the throne. Not dropping a single series in April. Not a single one. He lost 4 maps. 1 to Happy, 1 to Lynn, 2 to Lynn. He didn't have the encounter with Fortitude, one could argue. Lynn ran out of steam. Happy did not. And then he was a little lucky or forced his luck. Ouch. 3 wins in a row. Again, something to build upon if you're Lynn. But I feel like as much as he implemented mass air, he lost hope in the strategy that worked yesterday while bringing in a strategy that didn't work for like 1.5 years with Headhunters. And that's a questionable choice to me. Also, this was Lynn's 3rd series of the day, but he agreed to this, I guess, I hope. And Lynn, you gotta do something against these shades. They tear you apart. We've seen a great series again. 2 great series. And in the end, Happy wins. Super hype though. Lots and lots and lots of viewers. This is the recap. Yeah, bronze medal goes to Lynn and silver medal goes to Lynn. But the big gold is not his. The 2-on-2 gold, that will be awarded tomorrow for either the back-to-back champions in Infi and Fly or the challengers, that is Moon and Focus. That's tomorrow, 1 p.m., a best of 5. And then there's probably a show match after or something.